Hey everybody. I thought I would hop on this live and share some really cool tips and tools for you when you're trying to figure out what to do. How do you know what to do? How do you trust you when everybody's got a point of view about what you're doing? You know? And one of the first things is how much we continually undermine our knowing by saying, I don't know. How often do you say, I don't know? A lot, a little. And the thing is, not to judge yourself for it or make yourself wrong, but to start to recognize every time you say, I don't know, you're invalidating what you do know. So if you hear yourself saying that, you can just say, wait a minute, stop. What do I know? Stop the I don't know and turn it into what do I know? Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you there. So really simply asking what do I know really allows the space for what you know to start opening up and for your awareness to come forward. The thing is, we know all kinds of stuff. We as beings have 4 capacities, and we talk about this in Access Consciousness. We perceive, we know, we receive, and we be. These are the 4 capacities of an infinite being. And we have these amazing bodies that give us all kinds of awareness as well. So when you say, I don't know, you're invalidating and cutting off 1/4 of you as a being. So we can stop that and turn it around, and pretty soon you'll start to ask yourself, what do I know instead of I don't know? It takes a little while to build up your awareness to it, but you can change it. It's not hard. It's just being present with what you're saying. Another thing you can do is you can, when somebody else is saying something to you or telling you something, you can ask truth in your head before you ask the question. Like, truth, is this a good piece of property for me to purchase or whatever? If you say truth before you ask the question, even if you say it silently in your head, you will know if they are lying, and you will know if they're telling the truth, because it will just become so aware to you. It's one of the amazing things about the universe is if you do say truth, you get to know. So there's a question in the chat. What's the difference between I don't understand and I don't know? Ooh, that's a good question. Understanding is trying to figure out the linear, logical path, and that is actually not necessary. You don't have to know the linear, logical path for things to show up and for things to be created and for you to make a choice. You can know what's going to create a lighter, brighter future, and you can know what's going to decay or destroy your future simply by perceiving the lightness or heaviness when you're asking. You know, if I choose this, what will that create? And if it feels heavy, doesn't matter if you understand it or not. You know something. You know that there's something heavy, and it doesn't really matter what it is. But if you trust your knowing and you trust that perception of the heaviness and don't go there, choose something that's lighter and more expansive, what will show up can be way greater than anything that you've ever been asking for or could imagine, but it opens up and expands your life. So you don't have to figure it out. You don't have to understand. But you can know if something is going to be a choice that's going to be fun for you or a choice that is not going to be fun for you. So remember to ask truth, and remember to say, what do I know, instead of I don't know. And that's it. That's your little tip for today. Feel free to share this with your friends. And I have an intro call coming up next week, I think, called Should I Stay or Should I Go? So if you're in one of those places, or you know anybody who's contemplating a choice and they don't know if they should stay or go, maybe share the information. I'll pop the link in this thread here. Hey Severine, nice to see you. And thanks for joining, you guys. What do you know? What will you choose? What will you create? How much fun can we have? See ya.